My name is Mathew Aniyan. I work for Microsoft India. We build user interface testing tools in Visual Studio, and that acts as the base framework for Microsoft Test Manager and Visual Studio Coded UI testing. And today I want to talk to you about developer-tester collaboration. And I look at it mainly by describing three different scenarios. Okay, the first one is the scenario of a bug filing. So when a developer and tester are communicating during the bug filing phase. Generally, you have the tester looking at the features in a software product, then filing a bug. Now, how do you make that better? Obviously, the intent of the developer as well as the tester is not to find bugs. It is to build a quality product. How do we get to doing that much better? Okay. And one of the proposals that I have to make the collaboration between the developer and the tester much more easier is to have the tester think in the shoes of the developer. What does the developer want when he looks at a bug that the tester has filed? He wants rich information so that he can try to repro the bug and then fix it as quickly as possible. Okay? So the tester should be looking at it from exactly that viewpoint and provide that very same information. For example, in Visual Studio, we have built these features where the tester doesn't have to really do anything specifically. The tool itself captures all that information. So information such as during the course of his testing, he may have done a lot of actions. And the exact sequence of those actions, they are important because the bug would repro only when the developer actually performs those actions one by one, right? And that we call an action log. And we want that action log captured in the bug and given to the developer. So, and I don't want it to be a manual process for the tester to note down each individual action. So that's one way we can improve the collaboration between a developer and a tester. So when a rich bug is filed, it becomes much more easier for the developer to go and fix it. So that's my first scenario where I have developer and tester collaborating very well. My second scenario is in the ownership of the testing itself. Generally, we have the testers creating a test plan, creating test cases, writing automation for it, and so on. Now, we need to sort of change that a little bit. I believe it is a common ownership. And as newer and newer agile teams are coming in, we see that the developers are owning most of the early testing at least. They generally start by creating their own test cases before even creating the feature. The tests fail, you implement a feature, the test passes. And that's the model that is more and more teams are adopting. And how will the tester and developer collaborate well in that kind of a model? What you necessarily have to do is the tester will go ahead and focus on his strengths. He will build a good test plan. And he will then hand it over to the developer who will then write automation which will exercise all those scenarios. And the tester will then focus on more value-added scenarios. It could be some areas like security testing. Maybe the developer is not focusing his skills on that. The tester can focus his skills on those particular areas and build up the overall a very good quality product. So that's the second area of developer-tester collaboration that I want to highlight. And the final one is the area of the build integration. Nowadays, most teams are in a continuous integration scenario. So you do not generally check in any code piece unless you run tests on it, right? And that is where the developer and the tester collaboration comes in. So before the developer checks in itself, and within Visual Studio, we have built this feature called gated check-in. So when a code has to be checked in, the system itself will automatically take care of this feature. Right? What it will do is it will take a temporary build, run all the tests that are present, look at the code coverage, look at various policies that we have set, and only if all those policies are accepted, does it actually go ahead and check it in. And that ensures that the developer and tester will work together and build a great product. So these are the three scenarios which I want to talk about, focusing on developer-tester collaboration.